Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 320 San Miguel Road in Pasadena, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Dave Binder and Michelle Newhart. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing today's examination from a 4-inch clean-out access we found here in the garage, and this is right in the garage slab, the right side of the garage. So we've got the structures over here. We've got the garage door, and that's the entry into the house. And in the floor you'll see this lid that says water, but below it is our clean-out access. So this is going to drop us in and push us out into the driveway area, and then out through the gate underground out to the public sewer near the middle of the street. So this was an added clean-out at some point. Somebody put this in. It's not original. But we are dropping into the original drain system, or a cast iron drain line here. We'll push it a few feet before we exit the structure. But basically we're looking at an original cast iron main sewer line and building drain system. Now, these cast iron pipes typically were expected to last in the 60 to 70 year range. Our information says this house was built in the early 50s, so we're in that 60-plus year range now. And we're definitely seeing some heavy rust and scale buildup. This is an aging pipe that's nearing the end of its useful service life. We're looking for here any signs that the pipe has begun to fail. And what that would be penetrations of roots through the wall of the pipe. Any evidence of soil intrusion, things like that. So here we're coming up now on a section where we've got pretty significant root intrusion. So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about the cast iron pipe beginning to fail. These roots are actually penetrating the walls of the pipe, potentially penetrating a connection or a joint, but either way it's a section that has failed. And when you start finding sections in a cast iron pipe that are failing, you're not talking about point repairs. It doesn't make a lot of sense to start digging up and fixing a spot just to go ahead and come back and replace the whole thing later. So this is pretty common here in this area of Pasadena. These cast iron pipes would typically run all the way out to the public sewer, which is going to be right up here in this area. As we connect into the public sewer here, we see another area of root intrusion. We drop down into the actual public sewer here, about 77 feet from where we got in. And there's also some root intrusions here at this connection in the clay, which that in itself is not considered damage. That's pretty common in the older clay pipes, but that's certainly something that could be remedied when the replacements are done. So this is why they put this clean out in. They must have been having issues with blockages, and just started to clean it out to kind of keep it operational for the time being. But our viewpoint here is this pipe is beginning to fail. It doesn't make a lot of sense to start doing point repairs on an aging system. Probably more cost effective in the long run to just go ahead and plan for upgrades to this original cast iron sewer pipe. That's pretty much it. We do drop to about 10 feet deep at the public sewer there in near the middle of the street. There are some green marks in the driveway apron out there by the street, so it looks like potentially the Public Works Department here has been marking out the public sewers and the laterals coming off the public sewer up to the properties for some reason. Typically that doesn't mean that they are going to replace those sections, but you may want to double check with that department to find out if there are plans for upgrades of those sewers or if they're just marking them out for some sort of mapping purposes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.